Hi, I'm Christina Applegate.
And I'm Jamie-Lynn Sigler.
And this is
Messy.
We decided we were going to talk about something.
We were going to talk about
big.
our bodies, but not in the way we normally talk about our bodies. Well, we've had a complicated relationship with our bodies. Everybody does. But I think you and I we've never talked about this with each other. But talking about eating disorder stuff. How else do you say it?
Yeah.
For anybody that, if this is triggering to anybody, like, we apologize. We need to speak our truth and sort of like what we have experienced. And I'm very sensitive when talking about eating disorders. I know when I suffer from one, sometimes I would listen to people talk and feel like I was like getting pointers. You want to be like so careful with all of this. But I think I'd like to think that we're two women coming at this just trying to be open and honest and to get out of our heads from our own demons that I think we all feel like we have.
I've never discussed it in public ever. My battle with an eating disorder. Never. So it's a big deal, but it's really kind of, and I think that's why I wanted to do this today, because that demon in my head, it's coming back really loud and it's scaring me.
Well, and that's why I told you, then let's take some power away from it and let's get it out of your head.
It hasn't been there for a long time. I mean, it's always a little bit there, when you lived with anorexia for as long as I did, in my early life, it plagues me. And then body dysmorphia and all of those things, like they're still always there. I don't look in mirrors. I mean, I don't think it's obviously something that people don't know. I have writing all over my mirrors in my bathroom so that I don't look in them because I will like fall on the ground and cry. So, and that's how I feel now. I mean, that is today. This isn't 20-something-year-old Christina. That is the girl who gained 45 pounds when I almost said when I got nominated with MS. I literally almost like the words nominated with MS just came out of my mouth. What's the word that I'm thinking of? Diagnosed.
It's just an honor to be nominated. I'm so proud to be in your category, Christina.
Thank you so much.
I never thought I would be in a category with you.
It's such an amazing category. What a talent.
We're doing the rounds.
Yeah.
Well, when did this start for you? What's your earliest memory of that?
My earliest memory of like even the word fat, came to me when I was a little girl. And I was sitting crisscross applesauce, which back then we called it something different. And I really apologize for that. Anyway, this little boy who was my next door neighbor, he touched my thigh and he goes, "You're fat." Now, mind you, I was far from that, but that stuck with me. I mean, obviously I'm 52 years old. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. And the word fat was brought into my vocabulary. And from that day on, it was, I'm sorry, Mom, but my mom was obsessed with her weight. So she would always say things like, "You could stand to lose 5 pounds. She put me in Weight Watchers when I was 15. She was always like competitive. If I got down to 110, which I mean, that's a low number for someone who's my height.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Oh, I'm so mad. How'd you do it? How'd you get down to 110? And the reason was I finally had an eating disorder. Like that was the reason. I would eat 5 almonds in a day. And if I had 6, I would cry. And I wouldn't want to leave the house. And that stuck with me for years and years and years. And then, I played Kelly Bundy and it was my idea to wear those outfits because I was so amazed by this rock culture and rock sluts. Like I thought it was the most hilarious thing I'd ever seen. And I think we talked about the origin of Kelly Bundy after this movie called Decline of the Western Civilization. I can't even speak today. That's how tired I am. Sorry. Decline of the Western Civilization Part 2, which is the metal years. And there was a girl in there who just won Miss Gazzari's. And they said to her, "What are you going to do next?" And she said, "I'm going to continue with my modeling and my actressing." And I went, "Oh my God, that's the character." And
wow.
That next day, we like literally changed the way she was dressed. We changed everything. And then I kind of shot myself in the foot because then I had to wear those outfits and I wanted my bones to be sticking out. So I didn't eat. And it was very scary to everyone on set because they were like, "Christina never eats." And I didn't.
They talked about it openly that?
They have talked to me about it. Yeah.
And it just became what? Like just a way of life at that point?
Yeah, it was just a way of life. It was like, if I did eat something, I'd punish myself. I was never, bulimic or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just deprived myself of food for years and years and years. It was torture. It was fucking torture because I couldn't look. I mean, I remember being like a size 0 at one point, and I was trying clothes on at Fred Siegel, and I was trying on these zeros, and a little sliver of my skin was hanging over the side. And I said to my friend, "Oh God, no, I look too fat in these." And she literally grabbed me and said, "Stop it. You sound insane." But to me, I was enormous. I was like, they were taking in zeros on my show, Jesse, in the second season, taking in zeros because I had gotten so thin.
It's so hard to see it when you're in it.
You can't see it. It took me finally, like I was sitting on the toilet and I saw only bones, and it scared the shit out of me.
What happened at that point?
I tried so hard to bring in calories, but still that part of me was like, I'd get a smoothie, but I could only eat a third of it, drink a third of it. Like I'd have to throw it out. I'd have to put sugar on my salty food and salt on my sugary food. I would destroy my food so that I wouldn't eat it. I would separate them into little bits. It was so methodical. Yeah, it went on for I don't even know when. Probably I was in my 30s. I think I kind of figured it out, which wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I was 16. I wasn't in the business per se yet, but my first boyfriend had just broken up with me. Guy I lost my virginity to, first love, first heartbreak. And I was around the time when all my friends were talking about food and calories, right? And our bodies were changing and they were growing. And I remember I was on birth control at the time and I had gained some weight from that, filled out a bit. And I remember I had a girlfriend that would pour water all over her food when she felt like she had eaten enough, same like kind of self-sabotaging. And I just started taking note and started to think, okay, I'm just going to not eat dessert for a little while and exercise and see what happens. And next thing you know, I lost like a pound or 2. And I was like, okay, now I'm going to take out bread. And next thing you know, I lose another weight, and you start getting the comments like, "Oh, you look great," and "Oh, you look great." And for me,
and that's the only time when people say you fucking look great is when you've lost all this weight. You look great. Like it's so sick what we've done to ourselves and to our friends and to others by doing that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like that makes I get so mad because no one, when I gained all this weight, said you look great. No one said that. Because I had to say, I know what you're thinking. I know that you're looking at me and I don't look like myself anymore. I know what you're thinking. And I made jokes at the Emmys. Because I wanted to say, I know what you're thinking. Oh. Sorry.
No, be sorry. I understand exactly what you're saying. And I'm commend you for saying it because that's fucking hard, especially in this business, Everything about ours is picked apart. So I understand. And I'm so sorry that any bit of that moment had to have that taint on it. I truly
had to say that, honey. It was like I could see what they were thinking,
but they weren't.
But that's how I felt.
I know. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I know.
I was so humiliated, Jamie. I was so humiliated.
I wish you wouldn't be. But
that's the demon. The demon is saying these things to me, man, and it's scaring me because I don't want my daughter to see me not eat. I don't want her to see me talk about these things, or, I've been really clear about never talking about this stuff with her and trying not to put myself down.
But talking about it, I don't think is the problem. I think talking about it is a good thing, because for me, nobody was talking about it with me. My parents were just ignoring it. They were just like, they didn't know what to do or what to say. So they were watching their little girl wither away. I was about 80 pounds.
Oh my God, Jamie.
And so I shot the pilot of Sopranos.
Oh my God, I might want to throw up. I'm so sad.
I shot the pilot of Sopranos and I was the fullest I had been ever. And there was a year between the pilot and the first episode. And during that time, I had the eating disorder. And a lot of it too was I saw myself on camera. And I know that I didn't look like any other young woman on any other show that I'd seen. I knew that girl, that's me, but like that is not what every other girl on TV looks like. So I need to do something about it. So I became obsessed. And I wasn't bulimic either, but I had something called exercise bulimia, where like I would eat a piece of gum and ask to go to the bathroom in class so I could burn the calories of the gum that I had just eaten. I mean, I was like, every notebook, if you had a notebook from my sophomore and junior year of high school, has like little numbers on the corner of it, just calculating like food and calories. Like,
Oh yeah, I wrote everything down.
Everything. It's like, it's
every
crazy.
sip of a something, whatever. Like everything.
Consumes
I did that
you.
in my adulthood. I was doing this shit. Like when I knew it wasn't right. There's the control and also that, you know, I would take a 40-minute spin class, then go work out with my trainer for an hour. And then that night go to a dance class. Like this was my everyday. And now, of course, you know, I'd love to be able to do those things.
I know.
Really
That
nice.
sounds like a fucking dream.
I miss those things, but
I know.
But yeah, I
I
and
don't
the
know.
thing is, like, there's all this talk about society doing it to us. And sometimes it's just not, you know, sometimes it's a parent who planted a seed or a friend or a book or, you know, I mean, the fashion industry, like, I'm sure they took a big sigh of relief when Gamine Chic came back in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the plus side's over. Yay, let's have little anorexic heroin addicts back. Sorry, go ahead.
That fucking crushed me because let me tell you, Sopranos was so fucking amazing. They almost fired me because of how thin I was. I came back to start shooting that first season and they were like, whoa, no. I had to show that I was well. And then, so from then I started to eat too much because I didn't want to lose my job and I fluctuated and I dealt in the press. Like I remember being on a radio show and somebody called in. They're like, hey, I have a bet between me and my friend. How much weight did you gain between those seasons? You really put on a lot there.
Jesus
and I'm like
Christ.
an 18-year-old girl, like crying about it. And thankfully, like I said, the show was so supportive and loving and they just wanted me healthy. But I'll never forget. I showed up to do the cover of Latina magazine, right? Because I'm half Cuban. You think Latinas, you think they would like accept me in my body. And it was one of those where it was like 5 women on the cover, but I couldn't be there the day the other 4 women were there. So they were going to kind of like superimpose me. And I showed up and I was so excited. It was like my first big magazine shoot and I was going to be on a cover. I brought my best friend from high school with me. I was so nervous. And as soon as I got there, the guy looked at me and he goes, ugh. I don't understand. Why would they tell me your sample size and you are clearly not?
Oh my God. I had the same fucking thing happen to me on a shoot.
You did?
I heard the woman say, oh God, she is not a 4. She is definitely a 6.
Oh my God.
That, like, what? You're like, I'm gonna have to throw all this stuff out. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No. Yeah. And he was just like, well, this one, I guess you can wear. It's a little stretchy. And I just remember just feeling so bad about myself that entire time. I remember I did a music video. I was a guest in someone's music video and her stylists were styling me. And he was like trying to zip up these boots. And he goes, ugh, you've got fat calves.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like just people, the fact that people could just talk to people this way and then think that we're Teflon and we're not going to feel anything from it. I mean, like same as that little boy, and you'll never forget that he just said, you're fat. These moments, they stick with you and they hurt you.
I can see where I am. I remember what part of my house I was. I could smell what it smelled like because that one moment changed everything about my life.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that.
Sorry, my nervous system's really weird today. So if I'm going to twitch a lot.
You're not going to apologize at all. That's what you're going to do.
Messy is sponsored by BetterHelp.
As much as we love the idea that we are your therapy here. Proper therapy is very important, no matter what you're going through in life. We have both talked about how we have benefited from therapy personally, and I feel like it helps me arrange my feelings. It's allowed me to find confidence in my feelings and being able to share them. In many ways, what we're able to do here is result of my own therapizing.
Therapizing.
Is that a word?
I don't know, but I love it.
Do I need to go to therapy?
Let's therapize, Jamie. But also I think too, at least I can only speak from my own personal experiences that after a while, our friends and people around us, it's like, I feel like I'm a broken record and that they're probably sitting there thinking, oh my God, will she just stop talking and being, as we like to say, the woe is me. So having someone who can be objective and also help you kind of see life through different glasses is, I think, imperative to your own mental health growth.
That's right. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out this brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, if you're not vibing with that therapist, you can switch anytime for no additional charge.
So get it off your chest with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/messy today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/messy. But my relationship with food and my body really didn't get to a healthier place, I would say, until my mid-30s too, after having kids. But then this MS, I think, just made me look at my body differently because my relationship to it has always been tumultuous. I will say that. But now it's kind of for a different reason, I guess.
Yeah.
Than that.
Yeah, I don't know I think for me, the change was, well, what my best friends said, you look disgusting. That was one, thing that stuck.
That's a good friend.
But yeah, she is. She still is my friend. We've been friends for 30 something years. And yet she battles with body image stuff and eating issues, let's call it. I think to a certain degree, most girls do. To a certain degree. And then there's people that aren't, I have a good friend and I remember my relationship with food was so bad for so long. And we were ordering dinner and we got the same salad. It was this one salad I always get called insalata vegetale. And it has cheese in it. And like like an oil and vinegar kind of vinaigrette Italian-y dressing that was such a no-no to me. Cheese and dressings, right? And so I would order it and I'd always just put my special like vegan cheese and my special thing. And yes, this person was Marley Shelton. She was a beautiful actress. And she says to me, why are you not getting the cheese? That's the fun part. And like, it killed me. I was like, no, I can't. I was like struggling with this moment of, that's the fun part. And I'm like, well, food isn't fun. Like my brain was doing all this stuff. And I said, okay, I'll get it the way you're getting it. And it was so fucking delicious. This was like 20 something years ago. I still get that same salad from the same restaurant with the cheese. And the dressing. I don't have the stupid, fake whatever I had stuff anymore. I'm like, no, let's cheese it up. In fact, you know what? I'm going to add an entire avocado. I love it now. I love good food. Like I'm excited when we order from our places. Like I get, well, you know me, because I'm vegetarian, but so it's not exciting for some people, but the things that I get are just.
No, you were so excited for me to try the burger.
And you were like, so nope. You were like, nope.
It was good, but it's not a burger. Yeah.
But see, I would throw up if it was a burger. For me, that's just where we go.
Of course.
I haven't eaten meat since I was 14, so I would puke. But to me, that was like heaven. It's like barbecue sauce and fried shallots and like delicious bun. And, I'm like so into that creature comfort and that excitement about food. So
what is it that like, why?
but I used to hate it. Hated food. I'm very mad at
Of course you
food.
did. It was the enemy. But business aside, I mean, what is it that, what do we feel like we have to prove by being skinny? Like, why do we feel like that's a sign of like doing well or loving yourself? Do you know what I mean?
What we just said, that people don't say you look great unless you have lost weight.
Right.
And that's like a condition, like a, societal conditioning. And, but then I love like beautiful women who are just so like in love with themselves at any shape. And that is like, I want that kind of confidence. And I'm not looking at the skinny girls. I want the confidence of a girl who's not a zero, who's like, yes, standing in my convictions, standing in myself and fuck societal views. Like, I'm hot, baby.
Yeah.
Man, I'd love to have that. I don't have
You
that.
never feel like you've had that?
No, I've never even thought I was like a good looking person my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, no.
You've never even had a moment of being like, I feel good right now.
No. I've said like, that's a nice picture.
What do you think would happen?
Photoshop on it, and I always say it's because it's photoshopped, and I always would say, oh, that's a really pretty picture, like the lighting and the photoshopping on my face. No, I have really bad self-esteem issues and have my whole life. I don't want that for my kid, man. Like that freaks me out.
You're not going to have it for your kid. You're going to be already are. You're so conscious of all of these things. I think that's why God gave you a girl to heal this part. You can really do beautiful healing with her. I really do. I believe that.
She's pretty damn confident right now. So I'm to the point where she said something the other day. I'm not going to say what she said. I was like, let's keep that one here at home. Let's keep that statement between us right now. But I was so happy. I was like, damn girl, yes, you go. But I also was like, this might not float well in other situations. Some people might think you are a total asshole, but
good for her.
I love that she felt that way. And because she hasn't always felt that way. And she's going through a great thing for a 13-year-old girl to kind of have like confidence in herself. And
hell yeah.
And it's not about looks. She's just confidence in herself.
Who she is
as a person, because I never want that to be the barrier. What's the word? There's like a really cooler word for it. But it's fine. I just wanted to sound really smart. But I can't think of the word.
Now that I think about it, that you're saying that, I think I started to let go of a lot of the eating stuff when I became more confident in who I was.
Yeah.
I never felt, I was so insecure about I was the type of person that like everything, and I still have a little bit of this, where like everything that came out of my mouth, I'm like, oh my God, that was the worst thing I should have said. Like they hate me and everybody hates me. Like I'm always just assuming that like I've done the wrong thing, made a mistake. I'm the worst. Who would ever like me? Mm-hmm. And so the body thing was the control, the eating stuff was a control. But as soon as I started to just kind of be more confident in who I was and what I stand for and who I am, I think I was able to let a lot of that go.
You know what? I'm kind of like reminiscing that I think around the same time, my same friend who said, you look disgusting. She had turned 30. She was, sorry, honey, you are a little bit older than me. I love you. You look better than I do, but whatever.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. She's a hot bitch, but she's a little bit older. And she said, I can't wait for you to feel comfortable in your own skin. And I realized, I think that moment really happened when I turned 30. And also at turning 30 was when Marley said, eat the cheese. It was like, it kind of, I feel like all of that sort of happened where I could stand in my own presence and my own strength and not be obsessed about something that was on the outside. Like, I think that's, we talk about this being triggering for people. And I don't want anyone to think that we're sitting here talking about being thin is the best or looks. Like at the core of it, like loving who you are is very important. Of course, like I said, my demon is yelling at me. My demon is talking, but man, do I like myself? Like, as a person, I know who I am. I'm a good mom. I'm not, perfect. She will tell you that. My child will let you know that I'm not the perfect mom.
None of us are.
No, like she'll even say you are the worst mom. But I know who I am.
Have been bestowed with that award as
You
well.
have been. Right.
Look at us.
Number 0 mom. We get it like the little statuesque
Like a
things.
beheaded statue. Yes.
Number 0.
That's right. But I will say I'm annoyed at myself that I'm admitting this, and I'd like to get to the bottom of why I'm a little triggered about all the Ozempic stuff.
Yeah.
It's upsetting me. I wish I didn't care. I wish it's not. I actually know a handful of people that it has made an incredible difference in their lives. I have seen them struggle with their weight for a very, very, very long time and seen it give them a lot. And I am so happy for them. But I also have seen friends of mine who were beautiful and healthy and perfect abusing it. And it's upsetting me. Yeah.
Well, I think, without us getting sued by talking about it too much.
Yeah.
But I too it just scares me, Hey man, I would love to like drop this, for me, for the demon.
Yeah.
Drop this weight off for me. Cause I have this is the thing. I don't need to be thin. I'm not working. I don't care. I have a closet full of clothes that I can't wear.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no money coming in. So mommy can't go shopping to buy new clothes. I don't want to spend money on new clothes. So I would just like to wear the ones that I already own. Most of which that has been in there for 20 something years. No fashion sense, nothing expensive. There's no Chanel. There's no, McQueen. There's nothing like that in there. Okay. There's just crap clothes.
No, you have cool clothes like jeans that were made for you 20 years ago.
Yes. Things of that nature.
You have a curated closet.
I have shoes that I will never be able to wear, which makes me sad.
I know.
Anyway, I'd love to like, yippee, take a thing and woohoo. And then it goes away and then I can wear my pants instead of these sweatpants that I've had on for 5 days. No, I haven't changed out of my sweatpants since we did our interview.
Well, they were good sweatpants. They were cozy.
Yeah. Changed my diaper.
God, I hope so.
No, I should. Yeah, of course. I should.
How the black ones holding up?
They're good. They're less absorbent. So just don't stand and do a full pee in them. But they're good for a tink, for a little sneezy, tinky tea. But they're cuter, definitely cuter. That's for sure.
Good. Man, there's not a woman that I know that is spared from this. I think that here's why I think I'm triggered with all of the weight loss drugs right now is that it felt like we were on this road to really like solidifying the body positivity and the every shapes and size and color, and everyone's looking the same now.
Look, my buddy Christian Siriano, like he embraces the beauty of everyone and he makes the clothes for everyone. And I have to shout out to him. I love him with all of my heart. And I appreciate him. And I thank him for taking care of me this last couple of years, because before Christian and I, kind of connected, my stylist couldn't find anything for me to wear, man. And she'd have to go and buy stuff. And then it's like, no, they didn't want to pay for the clothes that she was paying for. It was such a nightmare. And it really, really just, it put me back in that place again.
Of course it did. And then you're getting up on a stage.
Yeah. And then Christian's like, oh yeah, babe, sending you a suit right now. Just made it for you. And like love that man.
He was the very first. I will say that. He was the first to do that, not care about it, be like, what are you talking about? Yes, I can make a fabulous dress for you. He was. And I'm so
Leslie Jones, that was that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leslie Jones, no one would make her a dress.
That's right.
And by the Emmys.
I remember too. Same for me. You know who made me dresses when I was a size 6 and 8? Cynthia Rowley. I'll never forget her.
Size 6 is like
but by the way, this was when my first few award shows.
Heroin chic was going on.
When I was my first few award shows I was going to, and there was no one would. First of all, nobody wanted to dress me because of me not being that size, and there was nothing available. And Cynthia Rowley was like, she made me like this really cool black leather strapless dress, like made it just for me. And I just was so grateful because I just felt like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this if I don't lose the 10, 15 pounds and look like everybody else.
And no, it's why I don't understand like how this all happened. I don't know where. So yes, you were very right, because it's like we were as a society very like, look at this hot, beautiful, like look at the embracing of, and that's what I was saying. Like I want to like that like confidence and women feeling confident because they're seen and like even objectified. Yeah, objectify my ass. Like loving, and then now here we are, and people are, fading away.
Yeah.
Sidebar women out there listening, the thinner your face is, the older you look. Okay, there you go.
Ooh. There you go.
Yeah.
But
there you go. Just so you guys know, your bodies might look really skinny, but your faces all look really old, and it kind of freaks me out. Sorry, I saw everybody the other day. It's like, oh shit.
Nope. It's true. But I think that I'm trying to
Not that looking old is bad either. Sorry. Oh God, I'm just digging myself into so many holes. Aging gracefully is beautiful, but
Well, that's a whole other thing, because you don't know. I don't know how old anybody is anymore. Like,
no.
I had somebody tell me, like, you look great. You look great for 40s. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? What should I look like? What am I supposed to look like? I don't understand. And I think that I'm trying to lean more into the self-confidence with, I have a ton of shame, not how my body looks, but how it moves.
Right. Yeah. We have a whole other fun factoid that we deal with. Right.
Yeah. And it feels like it's a very similar thing, but it's around like not feeling so self-conscious about that, as opposed to like I remember, oh my God, in high school, I was worried about was like my muffin top coming out over my jeans when I like leaned over if my shirt went up, because I always had like the fucking love handles or whatever. But now it's like, how I move, and I'm trying to lean more into, and you are helping me so much with that, like into just kind of the self-confidence of who I am and letting go of what things on the outside.
Yeah. I want you to, look, I'm not the best for dishing out confidence these days, but I want you to be like, yeah, I got my cane, motherfuckers. Yeah. Guess what? Got a cane, and it's cool, and it's dope, and it's rad, and it's cooler than your stupid cane. Like,
I only have a cool one because of you. I need to order more.
Yes, we got to get some more from, and we can do that because I talk to her every day. So
awesome.
Okay.
Neo walk sticks.
Neo walk. My friend Lindsay, she's amazing. This episode of Messy is brought to you by Maybelline.
You all know Maybelline. Maybelline for over a century has provided accessible makeup to give everyone the self-confidence to express themselves. They're the #1 makeup brand in the world. And so because of that, Maybelline has a platform and a power to make an impact from the inside out, and they are doing just that. They have created...
Now, can I talk, Jamie?
Fine, tell them.
This is why they have created Brave Together. It's an initiative designed to help those facing anxiety and depression, by funding free professional one-on-one support so that no one has to struggle alone. Mm-hmm. I needed to tell people that,
I'm so glad
Jamie.
You did. Mental health challenges like anxiety and depression can be so difficult to manage on your own. We have talked about that at length here. You need a friend, you need a professional, whatever it may be. And so Maybelline New York has created the Brave Talk training to help people navigate mental health conversations with their friends. How awesome is that? Christina, tell them. It's the acronym.
I'm going to tell you, okay, there are 5 easy steps to having a Brave Talk. Brave, BRAVE.
Yep.
If you can spell Brave, acronym, is be present, right setting, ask questions, validate feelings, and encourage action.
Mm-hmm. Because it is so brave to ask for help. So let's be brave together. Maybelline's committed to donating $10 million to NGO partners and providing free access, like Christina said, to one-on-one professional support to 3 million people by 2025 so that no one has to struggle alone.
If you or someone you know is experiencing anxiety or depression, Maybelline New York is funding free confidential support. Text TOGETHER. That's TOGETHER to 741-741 or visit Maybelline.com/brave together to learn more. Messy is supported by Psionic. The Psionic Neural Sleeve is the first FDA-cleared bionic clothing designed to help people living with MS and other neurological conditions improve walking and strength.
So for people living with MS, we talk about it all the time. Staying mobile and active is an essential part of managing your MS symptoms. So the neural sleeve looks and feels like a garment. It's not an assistive device, and it fits under clothing, but also can look pretty stylish when styled well. And the system uses these embedded sensors. And so it analyzes every step you take and then sends electrical pulses directly to the 4 major muscle groups of the leg to improve walking in real time. In the first multi-site research study, 94% of participants improved their walking. What a dream, you guys. It's easy to use. You customize through the Psionic app where, you meet face-to-face with the Psionic mobility team for training, check-ins. They personalize your settings, track your progress. And the best part is you pay as you go. So if the neural sleeve is not working for you, you can cancel anytime for any reason. I talk all the time about how my gait has been affected, and I cannot wait to try my neural sleeve and let you guys know all about it.
We're excited to share that Messy listeners can get $50 off by entering the code MESSY, MESSY, during checkout. To learn more, visit psionic.com, CIONIC.com. I'm going to tell you something. I had liposuction in my 20s because I had gained 2 pounds.
Oh my God. Yep. I need more of this story.
Okay. The teeny bit of fat on my leg in the back. And a doctor actually performed the surgery on me.
To get the teeny tiny bit out.
Well, he said, you're the perfect candidate because you work out all the time and you just can't get this last bit out. But really? I was so, I was probably like 20, 26, something like that.
Was it painful?
Yeah. They give you good drugs, so who cares? Yeah. And you get to nap and people bring you soup.
You get that good nap.
You get a good nap and people bring you food. Well, yeah. Food for me back then was like a celery stalk. No cheese. Oh God. Did I live without cheese?
I love that she said that. It's the fun part. Why are you depriving yourself of the fun part?
Cheese is fun, no matter. And my body does not like cheese. I throw up every time I eat cheese because I have we've talked about my stomach issues and I have to be very careful. But you know what happens to me? I go, I don't care. Gonna eat it. And then I'll
deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Take my anti-nausea medicine and I'll be fine.
That's me with coffee. It makes me have to pee 800 times after I drink a cup, but I love my coffee.
I know you said something about, and I don't want to put down our favorite beverage, but you said did you stop drinking our favorite beverage because you said you're going to poop yourself or something?
Oh, what did you say? David Rios?
Yes. We love David Rios. It doesn't make you poop.
I just have to be mindful of when I drink it. You know what I mean? I want to be home. I don't want to deal with I can't run. So I can't run to the bathroom.
No. Have you tried to run to the bathroom when things were happening? I tried the other day. I was stuff was happening from all ends of everywhere, out my mouth and the hoo-ha and the booby boops. And I was like, no, I can do it. And it was slow motion. It was
well, because you're also trying to clench.
You're clenching your butt and you're trying to run, but it's the legs are not going. And I started laughing. I was like, this is ridiculous that I thought I could run to the bathroom. Really, folks?
Well, shit humbles you real quick.
Yeah, it's humbling. Shit is humbling.
Yep. Well, I'm glad that you feel comfortable to talk about this now. I really do, because I think that same way we're just kind of done. We want to be authentic and we want to be real in these conversations. I think a lot of that process is like being honest about all the stages of life and the things we deal with. And I don't know a single woman that has not had some sort of body image issue. Not a one.
I don't know. But let me say this, because I don't know how anyone takes selfies with that's confidence. You've got to be confident to take a selfie.
Agree.
Really? Like, you can't
look at yourself that much.
You can't say to me that you have issues, but you take pictures of yourself by yourself in your room and then post it. I have never taken a selfie in my life because I cringe if when my camera accidentally turns the wrong way and I'm talking to FaceTiming with someone. And then I'm like, blah.
That is the wrong angle for anybody. When it's straight up your nose and looking at all your chins, and when you by accidentally turn on your camera. But I will say, some of the people I know that take selfies, I've seen their photo albums, and there's about 60 of them. They have to take that many to be able to find one that they are satisfied with. So I think that they are actually just as insecure or just as fearful as we are that doesn't even want to take one. It's just a different reaction to it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing just boggles my mind, but that's just me. I'm not putting any selfie takers down. Please, God.
No.
I love you. I love you. Thank you. Look at that. You took a picture of yourself. That's awesome. I refuse to. It flips me out. But
can you imagine if we had social media when we were younger dealing with all of this? Does Sadie talk about social media? Do her friends have phones? What's the deal?
Are you kidding? They're 13. They go to a private school.
Right.
They have their own TikTok accounts and stuff. It's insane, which is
does Sadie have social media? Does she want social media?
She has it because mommy is a bad mom. Anyway, no, there's no, I mean, it's just inevitable. It just kind of is the thing. And it scares me. And we've talked about it, but yeah, I mean, she has all that stuff, but she doesn't, when she takes selfies, she puts a filter of her mouth being looking like a dog and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't purse her lips or anything. She and I do a funny thing where we look at each other and we do this and we're like, YOLO. And we make light of that, not make fun.
Yeah.
Make fun. Yeah. But so no, she's not a purser.
No.
Purser lipper.
I used to call it pruning because someone told me once, if you say the word prune, it makes a perfect pout.
Oh,
do it.
Someone told me, no, that these days I've got so much wrinkles on my lips. It just looks like a butthole. But I remember someone telling me when I was on the red carpet in my 20s, when apparently I look back at pictures now and I'm like, oh, girl, why were you so down on yourself?
I know.
It was such a bummer. But someone said to go, hey.
Stop it. Oh hey. My God.
On the red carpet.
Hey.
I look so stupid doing it now
because I make an ass out of myself the next time.
Oh, you're gonna think about it. They're gonna take pictures.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey, and say you have to say it. You have to go hey, to yourself.
Hey. Well,
there, you did it.
Beautiful. Did I look great? Cool.
Well, my mouth is so curved down that when I say hey, it's like
you're a man.
I wish people could see what's happening right now.
I will say though, not to call anybody out. I really don't want to seem like an asshole, and I still would like some friends in the Hollywood. But I saw some they were having video footage of people on the red carpet.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
Somebody
ever.
Go through their different facial expressions and poses. My kids were watching it with me and they're like, what's wrong with her? Why is she doing that?
This is literally my favorite thing to watch. I wait for that. I don't want to see the stupid pictures in the magazine. I want to watch the person walk to their thing, look down, and then do the over the shoulder. And then I'm angry. I'm happy. I'm really sexy. All the looks.
All of them so fast. But by the way.
Does anyone know that they're being filmed and how, I'm sorry, guys. I don't need any friends
I
in
don't
Hollywood.
think they
You
give a
look
shit.
ridiculous. You look
I don't think they
ridiculous.
give a shit because those photos came out great.
Yes,
but
as long as the
they
picture
look
came
like
out
they're
great.
crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why every photo I've ever been of me in a red carpet, I have the same face because I'm just like
Well, now you're gonna go like this.
Now I'm gonna go,
Hey.
and you're gonna go prune.
It's pretty. No, I just look really pissed off these days now. So if there is a picture of me on a red carpet, which is very few and far between, is it few and far between or far and few between? Who cares? Nothing matters.
Few and far between.
Okay, thank you.
You did it right.
I just look like I'm just trying to stand up straight without falling over.
Because we are. That's it. Oh my
Yes.
God. If you can have a fun game of looking at any red carpet of me between now and like 11 years ago. Look at my feet. Look how hard my toes are curling. That
Oh my God. Okay.
Desperately trying to keep myself
And then what
erect.
freaks me out, our friend Selma is like a goddess on the red carpet. Like she was wearing heels, bro.
A pro.
She was wearing like
high heels.
High heels at the Vanity Fair party. She's a pro. She's a
pro.
She's a really good handicapped red carpeter.
Yeah. Not
like
me.
It freaks me out. Like I see it and then I'm like, oh man, I want to be good at that. And then I'm like, no, that means I have to go somewhere. I'm good.
That means I have to get dressed. That means you have to get dressed.
Yeah, I have to get dressed and someone's going to touch me with mascara and that makes my nervous system all wonkadilio.
No.
Don't like it.
Well, I'm really proud of you for talking about this finally. Do you feel a little better? Do you feel like the little
I kind of needed to just have a
fucking
minute.
demon is a little
I mean, the demon's there. I don't know what to do. I've just been being conscious of it. I need to be aware of it so I don't start falling into bad habits of hurting myself, like in that way. And
unnecessarily,
it's hard, and then I've lost I have lost a bunch of weight recently, which I know this shouldn't be about weight, but this is all about how I feel about my own self, and getting into my clothes. I really need to my free clothes.
Sometimes I think weight, I've seen with many people in my life that have gone through traumatic things. I find sometimes weight is like grief, like energy that your body is holding on to. I've seen it. And when these people start to find a little bit of ease again in their life and start to find just like a little bit of lightness again in their life, like that quote unquote weight just starts to kind of fall off or move around. But it's very natural to hold on to things.
Yeah. Honestly, you and I started doing this last year, basically when I got back from Europe.
Yeah.
And that's when it like started to drop off. It was like, it was, and I believe in that. And I still have more to go for me to fit into my clothes, not because of some kind of ideal.
You know what? Let's take fitting in the clothes away for you to feel good because I don't want to feel embarrassed to go out of my home. I used to I wouldn't go out of the house if I had gained 2 pounds and I was a bone, So the way I feel now, I'm like, I really I hold on to this, people are staring at me and it's not even about me being disabled. I'm like, people are like, oh, look at her, big face and her butt or whatever, right now I have the tiniest legs. I look weird. My legs are so tiny and my waist, because I've been in menopause for 6 years, by the way, in case people didn't know this. We can add that to the.
We can add this to the
sauce.
Yes, to the fun maze. I had my ovaries and my fallopian tubes taken out about 6 years ago, so I went into menopause immediately. At whatever age that was, I don't know. I can't do math.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
46.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, 6 years ago, and went into full menopause, which changes the whole game.
Oh my God.
Of all sorts of things. Anyway, I don't know. My train of thought just went away, but I get freaked out. And because I know people they're whispering and they're talking and
they're not whispering.
Maybe they're not but that's me. That's what your demon.
Head is telling you.
The demon is trying to come back in and
you're looking for that proof. So even if you see two people look at you and whisper, your brain is going to tell you what you need the proof to hear is that's what's happening when it could not be that at all. But what I do think you deserve is to feel good in your body. And I want that for you and I will support you in that and however you need to do. but like, it's more about that. You deserve to feel as good as you can. And that has nothing to do with fitting into anybody else's standards. You know what I mean?
That's not about, I'm not trying to be like
I know
what
you're not.
society thinks. This is, it really comes down to my clothes. I'm not kidding. Like I circulate the same 4 black sweatpants every day because that's all that fits. And I don't want to buy anything else. And these are not sizes in like unrealistic. This was like from 3 years ago before all this started. Like this isn't unrealistic. This was like normal, healthy Christina, not Cuckoo Town McGee.
No,
no, this was, I eat cheese and I love cheese, but just like a pant. I'd love a pant. Like, I did wear those jeans on our shoot.
You did. And they were big on you.
Well, yeah, but that's it. That's all I got. I got those pants.
What do you want? Like a trouser? You want a good trouser?
I want a good flat front trouse.
Fuck yeah.
Hell but you kind of need a heel with that. Can't do those.
Yes, you can. I wore a pair of trousers with sneakers at our GMA interview.
You're so hot. Like it's crazy to me, but that's okay. Yeah, those were good flat front trousers.
Yeah.
My daughter's best friend, we all went to the Magic Castle a couple weeks ago, and they have a dress code. So, of course, my daughter and her best friend don't do like dresses, so they wear suits. And I think people have seen Sadie like in a suit, like that's her jam. And those are Christian Siriano suits, by the way, custom for my little girl. But her buddy had on these pants that were so insane because her dad is an actor. They've gone places and they get, like they have to have their suits, for their moments. But they were the best pants I've ever seen. And I, she's a 13-year-old girl. I was like, I need those pants. But she's a little teeny tiny person, just like she's just a little nugget.
Like a little nugget, yeah.
Little nugget. But they were the coolest pants I've ever seen. I think in my life. Like I love them so much. And she's like, I don't know what they are.
Need more info on those pants.
I'm going to ask her mom.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know. But I was like, those are
good, dude.
Like really cool. I want a pair of those.
All right. Well, we don't have lofty goals here, right? We just want to wear some flat front trousers. Maybe just walk a red carpet without clenching our toes
and say,
give a little hey.
Hey.
I think
this is all I want.
These are real achievable goals that we've got for ourselves.
Also, a cure for MS would be really, really cool.
Well, let's add that.
Yeah, let's add that to our list.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, could you imagine?
What the fuck would we do?
We would sing the song from the end of Hair. Like, let the
I would
sun
be
shine
naked running through the
people would be running down, which the movie, one of the best movies of all time.
Yep.
Everyone's and people are, I'm going to be on someone's shoulders. Let the sun shine.
Wow.
Like that.
I feel it. Can't wait.
Need it, please.
Wow. Well, I have a card. I just pulled it. Are we done with your cards?
Yeah, I don't like them anymore.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
this is a long one anyway. So you ready?
Mine are just like, a bird lands on your head. Life is good. I'm done with those. Sorry, no offense.
Oh shit. I hope this one isn't like that. We'll see. I used to sit on the banks with a raft and watch the water roll lazily by. One day I pushed my raft into the shallows of the water and found the water move swifter than I thought. My raft was actually a boat. Then after some time, I rowed my little boat into deeper water. There were great storms, mighty winds, tremendous waves, and sometimes I felt so alone. But I have noticed my little rowboat is now a mighty ship manned by my friends and loved ones. And beautiful calm seas, warm sunny days, and nights filled with comfortable dreams always double after a storm. Now I could never go back and sit on that bank. In fact, I search for deeper water. Such is life when lived. I like that one.
Okay. I don't think I understand it, but you're going to send it to me and screenshot it and I'll try to understand it because
B.D. Coolidge, I think what he's trying to say
What's he trying to say? Because I don't get it.
I think what he's trying to say is that, you can sit and watch life go by, or you can just take the chance and get into the water and it goes and it grows. And then as you create your community and your people and your friends and your loved ones, and you go through the storms with them, there are always the sunny, warm days after the storm, and that you never want to just go back and watch life pass you by, and that you just keep searching for the deeper water and keep searching to grow.
Okay.
And that is when life is lived.
Okay.
I hope I interpreted that correctly.
No,
but
you
if
did.
not,
You did.
Sorry.
I also don't mind sitting on the bank and staring at stuff. But I think both things are great. Because I'm lazy, Jamie.
I know.
I'm lazy. And so it is.
And so it is. Let's just say. Hey.
Hey. Hey. No, you can't go, hey. It's got to be like, hey.
Hey.
Hey. Like coquettish, you know?
Hey.
Stupid. This show is executive produced by Christina Applegate, Jamie-Lynn Sigler, and Allison Bresnick. Our audio engineer is Josh Windisch.
If you want to show us some love, don't forget to leave the show a rating or review. Hi, it's Jamie. Thanks for listening. I just want to let you know I am a paid spokesperson for Novartis, but this podcast is independent from my collaboration with Novartis.